Welcome to my channel that was boxing storytelling at its finest. An electric domestic clash, personal history, technical mastery, and a defining moment for Nathaniel Collins. Collins and McGregor, both 28 and longtime acquaintances from their amateur days, entered the ring not just as competitors, but as former mates turned rivals. This was more than a bout. It was a statement fight with world title implications. And from the opening bell, it lived up to every bit of the billing. Collins started fast, with a sharp, educated southpaw jab and a wide stance that allowed him to dictate distance and pace. He looked calm, confident, and completely in tune with his game plan. The key theme from his corner, make McGregor overreach, draw him in and counter, was executed to near perfection in the first round. His timing was superb, drawing McGregor forward and snapping back with quick, punishing counters. He wasn't just reacting, he was dictating. McGregor, as ever, brought intensity. In round two, he adjusted. He tried to force the fight, closing the distance and finding success with shots of body and a clean left hook over the top. It was gritty, effective work, and he clearly unsettled Collins at moments. But even in these exchanges, Collins never lost composure. He showed the poise of a seasoned fighter, riding the pressure and returning fire with calculated, clever punches. The third round saw both men dig deeper into their arsenals. McGregor continued to press forward, try and make the fight uncomfortable, but Collins adjusted beautifully. He began to use the uppercut with precision, timing McGregor as he ducked and came forward. The rhythm and tempo of Collins were starting to take a toll. His footwork and head movement gave him just enough space to make McGregor miss and land his own shots cleanly. Swelling began to show under McGregor's eye, a sign of the sharpness and frequency of Collins' success. Despite McGregor's best efforts to rough him up and close the gap, Collins continued to outthink and outbox him. He varied his shots to head and body, threw feints to disrupt timing, and continued to frustrate McGregor, who couldn't quite find a rhythm he needed to take control. Even in the scrappy exchanges, Collins' punches carried more snap, more accuracy, and more purpose. Then came the dramatic fourth. A picture-perfect body shot drew McGregor's guard down, and Collins immediately capitalized with sharp left hand over the top that sent McGregor to the canvas. It was a beautifully constructed combination, a demonstration of the fight, IQ, and discipline that Collins had shown all night. McGregor bravely got up, but the momentum had shifted fully and finally, Collins swarmed. A final flurry trapped McGregor on the ropes, and the referee had no choice but to step in. A stunning technical knockout at 1 minute 45 seconds into the fourth round. The emotion poured out of Collins, who dropped to the canvas in tears. Years of hard work, being overlooked, and quietly climbing the ranks had led to this defining moment. For so long a hidden gem in the Scottish boxing scene, Collins was now front and center, the WBC silver featherweight champion, and suddenly a real player in one of boxing's most stacked divisions. McGregor, brave to the end, will surely come again. He showed heart and commitment, but ultimately struggled to impose himself on a smarter, sharper, more fluid fighter. His size and strength, usually an advantage, weren't enough to offset Collins' speed, angles, and ring IQ at featherweight. He may now have to reassess his approach or even his weight class. As for Collins, this was more than just a victory. It was a breakout, a performance of skill, grit, and clarity under pressure. A win that will resonate far beyond Scotland. It wasn't just a stoppage, it was the manner of it. He didn't just beat McGregor. He outclassed him. The footwork, the patience, the counter-punching, and then the ruthless finish. It all marked Collins out as a fighter who belongs on the world stage. And now, the featherweight division has a new name to watch. The nightmare has arrived, and he's no longer secret. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more update.